So, how was your night? Raise your hand if you learned something today. Excellent. And that's why we're here for. Now, being Toastmaster is not easy. On the agenda it says 22:16, and we are 22:17. So, it's time for awards. So let's announce the best speaker for tonight. Best speaker for tonight, HOD, the Toastmaster, 17th of Steffi! Just our guest needs to know the trophy is safety class.
Walk this way. Have some thank you.
Now, best table topic. I want some water. Hello! Excellent job. Well done. You deserve it. You deserve it so
I
much.
think we should join now.
I think he doesn't need it.
That's right. Thank you, one more. Thank you.
Thanks. And the best evaluator would be Stays on Fire, Richard!
I don't think someone's allowed to anyway. Hey, I'll take it. How much integrity in that?
This way.
Oh,
This way.
oh.
Keep on.
Now, we had two icebreakers, and icebreaking is something new. So I would like to invite Chantel to the stage. Mary, board So at this point, I'd like to leave this stage and hand you over to our president. I hope I could make an impact by the information that I have provided tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our president, Mr. Martin Doe.
Can I underline what Jill said in her general evaluation to thank Sina for all the work that he put in today as our Toastmaster. He wasn't feeling well, And he still went ahead, and if we wouldn't have pointed that out to you, you wouldn't have known actually that he wasn't feeling well, because he still put a lot of energy and effort into it. And he also, he gave us the challenge, are you ready to stand out? But in fact, he modelled that because he stood out by virtue of the fact he wasn't constrained by the normal way that we do things. I think he's even put this tape around the stage area, he's influenced the laying out of the room, and then all those little inserts that he put in, that was actually his idea. If this is your first meeting, you don't normally do that. So Sina wasn't going to be constrained by the mould. He went ahead and decided to just put in those little extra slots. And the other way that he stood out was actually just through the grit and determination of saying, I'm going to go through with this even though I'm not feeling so well. And that's an example to us all. So thank you very much, Sina. Now, we have 9 guests visiting today, and I would love to give you all an opportunity just very, very briefly to tell us what you thought of the meeting. Now, in order to help us keep to time, please, all we need is 20 seconds. We don't need more than that. It would still be great, though, if you could just come out to the front and tell us your thoughts. So you don't have to, but if you would like to, you're very welcome. So, Ravi, would you like to just come up here and give us your thoughts of
I found the meeting very useful to talk and to practice my speech in front of a supportive crowd. So yeah, it was a great experience.
Great, thanks. And Vid, so would you like to...
What I thought of the meeting was it's a very supportive group, and you let everyone speak, you support each other, and it's just really welcoming as well. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
And Tony, would you like to come and tell us your thoughts?
I thought my first impression was really, even though it was my first time, there wasn't much pressure. Even I got sort of asked to come on stage, it felt quite comfortable, quite natural. I think the group that you have here is great. There's a variety of people, and seeing everyone give their speeches, it was interesting, as well as the content. It was brilliant. Great night.
Wow.
Thank you.
What?
Hi everyone, it's the first time here and I found it really interesting. It's really enjoyable, interesting night, and the way it's structured, that everyone gets their speeches and there's feedback and you kind of learn a lot through that. So really enjoyed it. Come again.
Charlotte, would you like to come up to the front, please? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Charlotte, so it's the first time. And actually I'm really impressed by all of you. Because it's completely difficult to speak before people and to be confident about that. So well done to all of you.
And sitting next to Charlotte, is it Caroline?
Yes.
Caroline.
To be honest with you, I was quite impressed, and I really liked it, to be honest with you. And I think I've learned a lot with all the speeches tonight.
Right. Thank you. Mike, would you like to start?
Yeah.
I think I was really impressed by the overall speeches, the standards, the structure. It was all very, very impressive and something to aspire to. So yeah, it was very impressive.
Io.
here. It's just a very safe environment to learn. Outside of work, I actually speak in public. So you're right about that. And the reason why I come here is to be refined and learn. Because I'm confident, but not a natural person. So.
And Adam.
I think I just want to thank the senior members of this club. I think you've created an amazing space to not just to like help with public speaking, but like to help like really foster a sense of self-improvement. And I'll be gone for a little while, but I'll be back in a year's time, hopefully as a member, and I'll be able to contribute more meaningfully to the club. So, yeah.
Thank you to please. Oh,
Chris.
I'm Chris. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Apologies.
I thought some of the speeches were quite inspirational or structured and quite humorous at times.
Great. Thank you very much, Chris, and apologies about that. To all of the guests, could I ask you, if you haven't left us your contact details, please make sure you leave them on our guest sheet or give them to somebody so that we can actually contact you about future meetings and let you know more about joining if you're interested in that. So please make sure you don't go without leaving those details. At the beginning of the meeting, we started with an announcement about the competition, which is going to be on the 7th of September, so that's our humorous speech competition and the table topics competition. Can I mention to all of you, obviously it's only members who can take part, but all of you, guests included, are very welcome to come along. And the larger the crowd, the better. So bring your friends, persuade your work colleagues, and anybody else you can think of to come along.
Pets, yeah.
Yes. Now, Satya, how are we doing for actual contestants and people to fill the roles? Do you want to just come up here? And
Actually, nobody came and spoke to me at the coffee break.
Well, we declared.
Was it something I did? I don't know.
Great.
But we really do need people to participate because that's what's going to make the contest a contest. And we also need people to take on the roles, the supporting roles that I mentioned at the beginning, which are the vote counters, the judges, and we need a sergeant of arms who would actually be organising the meeting and so on. So please do come forward and take a role or be a participant. It would be fantastic. And let me know, could the contestants, anybody who wants to participate, let me know by next Monday, end of play on next Monday. Let me know your name, and if you do have a title of your speech at this stage, please tell me that as well. That would be great. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. This is a great opportunity to step up in your skills for delivering humorous speeches and table topics. Just that whole atmosphere of the competition will help you step up your game no end. So please do get in touch with Satya as soon as possible. The other thing is that we've got some people from other clubs coming to help with the judging. But I haven't actually had any volunteers from our club to go and help with them. So as well as judges for our competition, we would also appreciate some volunteers for that as well. So please give that your consideration. The next club meeting after the competition will be so for the second meeting in September, we need people to fill those roles. I'm not sure that we actually have a Toastmaster yet for that. Would anyone like to volunteer? If we haven't got the Toastmaster, would anyone like to volunteer to be the Toastmaster?
21 days, is it? 21.
Something around that.
21.
I apologise, I don't know the date.
21.
21st of September. Would somebody like to be the Toastmaster?
I'll be around first. I have another meeting.
You're right, okay. It will really help if we can find somebody tonight, but we can find somebody at another time, but it will really help because then we'll have that person.
Nikita, her hand was up and she,
So
why don't we do a double up?
Okay.
Nikita done.
Is anyone going to volunteer? Otherwise we'll have to do this outside the meeting, but it will help. At last. Oh, David?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, David.
No, I'll think of someone to volunteer.
Okay, well thank you for volunteering to find someone to. Okay, thank you very much.
I'll be Toastmaster.
Yes. Now, just before I close, could everyone help clear up the hall? Thank you very much to Dennis, our Sergeant at Arms, and to Sina for setting up the hall. If we can all help at the end to clear up, that would be great. Can I just make one extra announcement, which is, for those of us doing our speeches, we're doing them from the Competent Communicator Manual. For those of us doing all the other timekeeping roles, we are working through the Competent Leadership Manual. Please bring your manuals to the meeting, whatever role you're doing, and give them to somebody else. Find somebody else, ideally before the meeting, and ask them to fill out the evaluations in here, because then you can get the feedback and also the evidence that you've actually done that role. So just a reminder, even if you're doing one of the extra roles such as timekeeper or grammarian, there is still a manual that you can bring along. Find somebody who's not evaluating somebody else and just ask them to fill it in for you. Thank you very much for coming this evening. We look forward to seeing you at our competition on the 7th of September. Have a safe journey home.